Hello everybody, welcome to another speed running video of The Escapist 2. We have a new Fort Tundra IL world record, and I wanted to do some post commentary over this for YouTube because Fort Tundra has perhaps the most interesting history of all the IL world records. So, when I did my very first All Prisons run, the fastest way anybody knew of, the best you could do was wait until nightfall and dig out, or do Rockhammer Hard Place, in which case you also have to wait for nightfall. Then, at some point, we just figured out that the intentional lockdown strats can let you get out before nightfall, so that was a big improvement. We found different ways of making that intentional lockdown strat work. There was like progressive improvements. First, there was like fake wall strats, then green key rush strats, and then finally, Renorgas discovered the uprising strat. So, but now we have a completely new strat that skips the intentional lockdown. So, the way it used to go, first you need to find uprising because it's a line of 3 favors, and the reward for the third and final part is a full sturdy pickaxe. It is by far the fastest way to get one, and no matter what, you're going to need one in order to do perimeter breakout, so we look for that. We used to dig the first block of ground out in the open, causing an intentional lockdown, and then come back and finish the rest of the dig. Now we don't need to anymore. What we do instead, we still need to find uprising, but now we also look for favors that can get us at least 30 coins quickly. And because what we're going to do is we're going to complete Uprising, and then once we are on the third part of Uprising, we pick up the favor, and then we're also going to buy a wall breaker. You're going to see why this happens later. This literally saves like at least a minute and a half over the standard intentional lockdown strat. One thing you notice I did there is I actually picked up a razor blade and used it as a weapon. Apparently, I never realized that razor blade counts as a weapon and is a strict upgrade over your fists. It does the same damage and speed as a screwdriver, except it's not contraband, so it is strictly better than the screwdriver. One of the reasons I like the screwdriver so much is because it's a fast weapon. Sometimes the cooldown on bigger weapons throws me off. I like the screwdriver because it's super fast. And the razor blade is identical, except it's not contraband, so it's just even better. So here you see, we're going to pick up third uprising, and now we are checking the shops for a wall breaker. We picked up a gift item in our initial loot, so that we can make sure he likes us enough to actually sell us the item. So we see that the third uprising guard is down in the bottom room, which is where we need him to be. So we're beating up these guards, because those guards are going to see us anyway, because we're going to have to trip the contraband detector in order to leave. We are also checking them for energy items, because we're going to need a lot of energy. You need basically 200 total energy. So you need a lot of energy restoration items. We got the third guard we needed for Uprising, and also at the same time found our green key guard. So what we do with the green key guard, we do the special key rush, where you take the body through and replant the key so that you don't cause a lockdown. And now we are going to use the wall breaker to break out this block of wall. And then we're going to stand in the block wall where the snipers cannot see us and start the first dig of ground. This skips the lockdown that would normally happen. Literally saves a minute and a half, because you don't have to get carried to solitary, you don't have to peel potatoes, and then you don't have to run all the way back and hope the fuck that there's another green key guard there. This strat was discovered by AkaraWa. It totally changes Fort Tundra. In some ways for the better, in some ways for the worse. Fort Tundra was already the most annoying prison, and it just got even more annoying because of this strat. But by God, it's so much faster. Like, literally, in this past month, in this 30-day period, 30 days ago, IL world record was 730. Now it is 441. That's insane how much it's improved. And not all of that is just from this strat. AkaraWa also made some marginal improvements on intentional lockdown strats, and then he discovered this where you can just skip the lockdown and save even more time. So AkaraWa is a madman who has done amazing things to Fort Tundra, but I've taken my crown back. I am the king of Fort Tundra. You don't take that from me. Anyway, so yeah, that's the new Fort Tundra IO world record. I wish you all a great night. I'll see you all some other time.